People in downtown Seattle would talk about this moment for weeks. The moment when a billionaire who feared nothing suddenly went pale, frozen, staring at a bank screen that exposed his biggest mistake, and a woman he never thought he'd see again. And she wasn't here for mercy. She was here for revenge, and maybe something far more dangerous. On a crisp Friday morning, the glass towers of Emerald Bay Financial District shimmered like cold blue knives against the sky. Inside the marble lobby of Crestfall Bank, every employee seemed to stand straighter, talk quieter, and breathe a little faster. Because today, Alexander Hale, the youngest tech billionaire in Washington, was on site for a private financial audit. Welcome back to my channel, Classic Stories. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Now, let's dive into the story. But he wasn't the one people were staring at. They were staring at the woman who walked in behind him, Liana Carter. Tall, magnetic, deep-neck burgundy dress under a soft coat, heels clicking like they owned the floor. Her dark hair cascaded over her shoulders, her lips sharp with confidence and her eyes burning with a kind of fire Seattle had forgotten existed. She didn't look nervous. She looked ready. It had been 2 years since she disappeared from Alexander's world without a single word. 2 years since he ruined something fragile and beautiful between them. And though he pretended he'd moved on, everyone who knew him understood the truth. Liana Carter was the only ghost he couldn't outrun. Today, fate had dragged him into the same room again, and she wasn't here for a reunion. She was holding a single black bank card, one Alexander had no idea existed. Elijah Brooks, a junior banker, stuttered as she approached the counter. "M.I.M., how can I help?" "I want to check the balance," she said, sliding the card forward. Her voice wasn't fragile. It was controlled, measured, the voice of a woman who had waited long enough. Elijah scanned the magnetic strip, then blinked rapidly. This card is linked to an executive vault account. I don't have clearance to access it. Only the board can." Before he finished, Alexander walked up behind Elijah. His voice, low and smooth, cut through the tension. "I can handle it." Liana didn't turn. She didn't flinch. She simply said, "Of course you can, considering you're the one who created that account." Alexander froze. Her words hit harder than any stock market crash. He walked around slowly until he was facing her, face to face for the first time since she walked away from him on a stormy night 2 years ago. He cleared his throat. "Liana, Alexander." One word each, both sharp as broken glass. Employees pretended not to watch, but everyone was listening. He gestured toward his private terminal. "Come with me." They stepped into the glass-walled executive room, alone, silent, suffocating with unspoken history. Alexander exhaled. "You look different." "I'm not here for compliments," she replied coldly. "Just answers." He swallowed. "Let me see the card." She placed it in his hand. His fingers brushed hers, accidental, electric, entirely too familiar. A shiver ran through her spine before she could stop it. He noticed. He always noticed. But this time he didn't smile. He inserted the card, typed the credentials, and waited. Seconds passed. Then the screen flashed the balance. Alexander's face drained of color. Liana watched him with calm, calculated interest. Surprised? "That's impossible." He leaned closer, speechless. "This vault holds $38 million. I created this account as a dormant protection fund, but I never assigned a beneficiary." "You did," she said. "You just didn't know it." Confusion flickered across his face. "My mother found your discarded paperwork," she explained. "The same month she was diagnosed. She never told you because she never thought you cared." He looked up sharply. "Liana, that's not." "She updated it for you," she continued. "She listed me." He inhaled deeply, guilt flickering in his eyes. "I didn't know she was sick." She didn't want pity. "And you? Why didn't you tell me?" "Because the last time I trusted you," she said, stepping closer, "you shattered it." His jaw tightened. "You left without explanation. And you pretended I didn't matter." Silence crushed the air between them. Outside, rain began tapping the windows, Seattle's signature applause for heartbreak. Alexander finally spoke. "Liana, that money was never meant to be used. It was a safety vault for someone He hesitated. "Someone I wanted to protect." Her heartbeat stilled. "You don't get to say that now." He stepped closer, too close, his voice low, raw, real. "I never stopped loving you." Her breath hitched. Everything in her wanted to push him away. Everything in her wanted to crumble into him. "But now," she whispered, It's my turn to decide what to do. He nodded. Tell me what you want. I want the truth, she said. Why did you set up a fund like this? Why hide it? Why pretend you didn't care when I cared too much, he finished. Their eyes locked. Anger, longing, pain, desire, all tangled. Liana, he murmured, do whatever you want with the money. Spend it. Burn it. Keep it. But don't walk out of here again without telling me if there's any part of you that still feels something. Her chest rose and fell. Slow, shaky, human. She took a step forward, her hand brushing his jaw, soft, dangerous. Alexander Hale, she whispered. You may get your answer. She leaned close enough for him to feel her breath. But not today. She picked up the card, walked out of the glass room, and left him standing there, breathless, undone, begging without words. Seattle rain glittered on her skin as she stepped onto the street. Revenge? Maybe. Closure? Possibly. But the story between them? Far from over. In fact, this was only the beginning.